Welcome to this week's UNC Sports Update. I'm Hunter Phipps, and I'm giving you updates around UNC athletics and the world of sports. Today's top headline, a 25-year UNC record is no more. Freshman Jerome Campbell now holds the program's fastest time in the 110-meter hurdles, clocking in at 13.84 seconds this weekend at the Colorado Invite. He now sits atop the Big Sky for the event and ranks 31st in the country. That is an outstanding record to hold for an athlete so young. The Bears might just have their next track star, and with the Big Sky Championships a month away, Campbell has plenty of chances to break his own mark. If you were looking for something to do over the weekend, the Bears track and field team is heading to CSU for the Doug Max Invitational on April 16th at Jack Christensen Track. This is the closest the Bears will be to Greeley during the season, so don't miss a chance to watch some of UNC's best track and field athletes in action. Moving on to baseball, the Bears continue Summit League play as they travel to Nebraska to play Omaha. In the 8th, the Mavericks try to move up the runner with a bunt, but look at this play from Craig Kenny running into the backstop and then firing over the first for the tag and the double play the Bears desperately needed. That play preserves the league, and Kenny's RBI single in the top half of the 8th is enough for UNC to take the opener 1-0. Unfortunately, the Bears could not do much else on offense as Omaha would shut out the Bears in the next two games to take the series. But the Bears finally come home this weekend as they open a 3-game series against South Dakota State on Friday with first pitch at 2 p.m. It's a tradition unlike any other, and on Sunday, the Masters captivated the sports world once again. There were incredible highlights, and eventually the #1 golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler, donned his first green jacket in Butler Cabin. But that's not why most people were watching golf this weekend. This Masters tournament was the stage for the return of the Big Cat. After nearly dying in a car crash in February of 2021, Tiger Woods finally made his return to professional golf for the first time in over 17 months. But this return is more than just golf fans getting to see arguably the greatest golfer of the modern era. It's a continuing story of resilience that truly is unlike any other. See, humans age differently, and it's hard to grasp fully how each person evolves over their life. Tom Brady is going to be 45 when he takes the field in September, and the last time we saw him, he still throws the ball like he's 32. But Tiger is every bit of 46. From the personal life turmoil to the torn ACL, spinal fusion surgery, and extensive damage to his right leg as a result of the crash, his journey has certainly taken its toll, and watching Tiger, you can see he isn't moving as well before the accident, let alone his prime. But his return wasn't about him coming back to win the Masters. This was about leaving golf on his own terms. He still believes that he can do it at a high level, and this weekend shows that no matter how many times he gets knocked down, he will continue to get back up. Now, Tiger's closing career moment may not be up there like the likes of Jordan's shot in 1998 or Kobe's 60-point game, but when Tiger leaves his final professional tournament, it will be a moment to cherish for a lifetime. Because of all he means to golf, fans will make sure that that moment will be one he never forgets. But for now, Tiger is still preparing to make a run at a major championship. So just like Brady, MJ, and Kobe, make sure to tune in when Tiger takes to the course next time, and make sure you understand how captivating Tiger Woods truly is. Now, the NBA playoffs are about to start, and for this week's Phipps Picks, I'm giving you my top 5 dream matchups that I would love to see in the NBA Finals. So let's get into this prime list. Starting with number 5, I have the Grizzlies versus the Celtics. Why is this a great matchup? Because we would be seeing the clash of two young stars in Ja Morant and Jason Tatum dueling it out for their first title. Plus, the Grizzlies have one of the best offenses in the league that would face the league's best defense in the Celtics. Young stars, strength on strength, there's no way that this series wouldn't be entertaining. Moving on to number 4, the Mavericks versus the Heat. Why? Because it would be a role reversal of the 2006 NBA Finals. The Mavericks would be the one with a young rising superstar in Luka Doncic, and the Heat would have the solid team with Jimmy Butler being the star from Miami. Two warm weather cities, two well-coached teams makes for a great matchup. Plus, if I was covering that series, I wouldn't complain if I was in South Beach getting some sun. Coming in at number 3, the Bucks versus the Suns. After a 6-game series last year, who wouldn't want to see a rematch this year? The Suns have the best record, and the Bucks look primed to make another run. Plus, I want to see Giannis and Devin Booker shine in the finals again, and a 7-game series would be the cherry on top. Let's go back to Phoenix and Milwaukee this year. Now at number 2, the Warriors taking on the Nets. Oh man, would this matchup be must-see TV. Kevin Durant taking on his former team with Steph, Clay, and Draymond all healthy would have me sitting down with popcorn for every game. Plus, either Durant will prove that he can lead a team to a championship, or Steph Curry will prove he can perform on the biggest stage without KD. But for number 1, you gotta have the Nuggets and the Sixers. Why? Because we would finally settle the debate for the best big man in basketball. Jokic versus Embiid for the NBA title would provide some serious fireworks. Plus, you would have 2 teams with depth and quality coaching going at it as well. How could this be a matchup people wouldn't want to see? Plus, when was the last time we saw a matchup of great big men for the title? It's hard to say. But there's my list for this week. If you want to offer suggestions for my next picks, reach out to me on Instagram at phipsports_media. Because I want to make sure that the people are getting lists that they want to see. So please reach out, Bears. I would love your suggestions. That's all for this week's UNC Sports Update. I'm Hunter Phipps, and make sure you tune in Thursday for Bear News. Have a great night, everyone.